Order in the court, please. Quiet. Okay. Alright, now. Mr. What's his name again? His name is Mr. Purple Alien. That's not his name. Now, Mr. Purple Corona, I know we're mixing up names here. Mr. Second Corona, you have been charged, along with a few other people, of disturbing the peace in a store and trying to arrest people with a trying to search people with a fake warrant and many other different things. That's impersonating the police. What do you have to say for yourself, you guilty person? No, wait. We said we would do this court, and we don't even know if he's guilty yet. If you say someone's guilty when they're not guilty, that's like calling a horse a donkey. Well, that don't matter. Animals are animals, and cars are cars. Well, anyway, we're gonna call our witnesses. Alright, Mr. Purple Corona, a Second Corona, or Mr. Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know what to call you right now. Okay, Mr. Guilty, what do you say? What do you plead yourself? I plead myself unguilty, Your Honor. Okay. Is a person supposed to plead himself unguilty? It's in the rule book. Look it up. What are you doing up here? Are you a witness? No, I'm the bailiff. Oh, I forgot. Hey, Mr. Brick Rivera. That's not my name, but what? Are you supposed to be greeting people or something? No, I don't greet people. Then what do you do for a living? Well, basically, I go and blow bleep blows in guilty people's faces. Really? No. I am supposed to be the person who makes them, take the pledge. The Pledge of Allegiance? No, not that kind of pledge. Will you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Oh, that pledge. For a second there, I thought you were going to say, yes, I am the person who helps people say the Pledge of Allegiance. What if someone in... You know what? Be bored. Yes, sir. Alright, let's call the first witness. I thought we were going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, yeah. Does anyone have the songbook? This isn't a singing area. Well, anyway, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Do you know what that stands for? And the home of the brave. Alright, let's keep going. Aren't you supposed to say the Pledge of Allegiance? Bro, do you know what that stands for? It stands for a lot of violence to get to this country. Exactly. Well, something like that. Do I know you? I'm the Hot Wheels Thomas. Oh, I thought you looked familiar. Wait a second. There. I can't believe I keep against the First Amendment, and I'm gonna get silly of me. And I'm a taking play. Diesel, back away. This instant, or I'll take my hook, and I'll shock you with an electric shockwave. Wow, you managed to notice that? I am Diesel. Well, if you turned around, everyone would see. Anyway, he found out that there was an old helpful one on Earth headed there now. Well, and so I decided to go with there. The fire chief with me, and then the chief police person was trying to do something with us on vacation. What's wrong? Except for this fire notes. Oh, well, really? Yeah, well, he came out there with a hose, and everyone and there was a big traffic commotion, and then Florida, and then the Brick Riviera, well, I think the Florida, which is that right there. Ooh, is actually a pretty old racing car. Really? Yeah, it's like a racing legend or something. Oh, wow, what happened? Well, anyway, he kind of skidded out of the way and then was driving slowly. Oh. Florida, which anyway, is pretty slow. Probably a little bit undergoing it, you could say. Okay, that sounds a little bit odd, but what else happened? Well, I think one of us, probably me, got to the door when that Volkswagen. Which one? This one over I think it was you. Which one? This one over here. That's anyway, he came out the window. That was pretty suspicious, and he was running out there because it was a big commotion. Diesel and Mr. Sam, I'm probably not. Big commotion. Diesel and Mr. Thingos, or whatever his name is, were fighting pretty badly, and this guy was smashing everything on the thing, and then they were totally using that power, and Neil was smashing on his thing, and then I saw Lightning McQueen, and he drove out there saying, ah! and then someone was coming in saying, citizens arrest, citizens arrest. Let me ask you a few questions. That number 3 call over there, Mr. Uncle jumped out the window. Yeah. And then Henry, I think. Yeah, I think he burst out the door. Don't you find that a little strange? Well, actually, it's not strange when you see two villains. Well, I wouldn't count Diesel as a villain, but more of a troublemaker going around and smashing things, and you know, the guy's Diesel swinging him around, but the powerful thing on his back, you know, crystals began smashing food and different things around the place. I mean, seriously, I could have been badly injured when the whole place began going nuts. Oh. So do you think that guy at the cash register... Well, the guy at the cash register was actually hiding underneath until he decided to leave. Oh. Was there anything to do with fusing? This guy, fusing. Oh, fusing? Well, I think he popped a tire. No, wait, I don't know. I don't think he had anything to do with it. Okay. You're a witness, Mr. Prosecutor. Actually, I'm a lawyer. Thank you, Mr. Prosecutor. More like thanks but nothing. Mr. Wait a second, doesn't this count me as a witness? Well, anyway. Kinda does, but as long as you don't do anything suspicious or stupid, I'll keep you as a lawyer. Thank you. I'd like to help my client's thing. Enemy and client. Don't do anything stupid or I'll bump into you. Thank you, Thomas. But I must warn you, you don't have any buffers. Now, Mr. Police Officer, it's Andy Griffith. Okay, Mr. Andy Griffith. May I remind you, this is opinion and on himself. I don't think sustained. That means yes. Well, you say you saw me twice, so you can't ask that question again. Thingos around. Get in trouble. What? Get in trouble for asking the question again? Yep. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. Well, in a court, it does happen. Mr. Florida was driving really slow near this warehouse. Yeah, I think that's what he was doing. Well, anyway. How slow would you think he was going? Mr. Well, probably 10 or 5 miles an hour. It's Andy Griffith, maybe dude. 5, because he didn't really seem to be going that fast. Was he going above or under the limit? Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. There is no limit on that side of the street, unless someone put it there for no good reason. It sounds pretty suspicious if you ask me. Objection, it's a very hard decision. I guess I could overrule it this time. But Harvey, I said overruled. Just because you're my friend Kick and Play doesn't mean I had to, sustain every objection you make. Well, what do you think about that street sign thing? So, do you really think that possibly that you could be lying. Objection, Your Honor, because he's questioning Andy Griffith.
Overruled.
No, I don't think I'm lying.
Okay, I guess I
Well, what do you think about that? Oh, wait. Anyway. Well, I don't know if a white limit sign should be on. Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. What? But why would he be overruled?
Ruled because he's doing an eye exam. But he can't do an eye exam right in the middle of the court. Well then, objection sustained. and you mean sustained like a big stain? Maybe. It's double sustained. So you better not ask it or I'll put you in prison. Don't you think that's a little harsh? No, it's
not harsh.
Oh, stop that, you box on wheels.
How could he be a box on wheels?
Alright, that's enough. Rudeness means a $12 million fine for Toby, not me. Okay, then. I've got enough treasure to pay off that debt.
Yes, objection, Your Honor.
Sustained. That was not funny, Toby. I'm trying to be funny, but it ain't funny being rude. I've learned that a long time ago. You see, I was rude with this engine. Objection. Objection. I think he was in the store.
Anyway, so what do we do now?
Call your next witness, Renee.
So I wonder what he knows.
Okay then. I
Probably
call
wonder what he knows, so you'll use it
to the
against
stand. You
if anyone's ever done that.
sustained. It was the thing about.
Use it against him. You better not do that, Diesel. Okay, fine. What?
So they were fighting. Yes, an argument started it. What kind of argument? Feeling about Captain America? No, I think it was more probably something worse. Really? Was it really a real bad one? Probably. They were arguing and then they started fighting. And of course I ran away. Punching started and then the sneaking and then I want to mess with them. Swinging them around. I was nearly destroying everything. I was about to mess with them. I was surprised after coming in. I actually jumped on this thing and then I tried to wrestle him down to the ground, but he would not stop and Diesel kept bumping me and my friend, and then it just went very confusing. So you're saying So you're saying that they kept bumping each other or something? Yeah, there was a big fight. And then put until the sheriff started blasting the lasers and pretty soon they caught him and then arrested him. And then this whole court started. Alright, to figure out who started the argument. Well, who did start it? Well, Diesel said, you know, who knows? We might win this. I doubt it. They're getting on real too strong. All they're saying is that we did all the confusion and delay. I can't believe it. Now, wouldn't you be running if stuff like that was happening to you, Diesel? I mean, I'm a citizen. What was that? And plus, I'm not supposed to get involved. I mean, probably nothing. It was probably just earlier, and plus I'm not supposed to get involved. Oh, really? Who told you that? My grandfather and my mother and my great-great-granduncle. You know what she said? I remind you, you're under oath. What did your mother say? She said never get in dogfights because you'll just get injured anyway. If you fight against two dogs or any kind of animal fighting against each other real bad and tough. Thank you.
I wonder what this guy can do. Oh, well, that's really weirdly kind. Anyway, thank you, Renee. That just warms my heart like, I don't know, warm cocoa, how it warms a person after being in the snow. Hey, what's your name? You know me, Uncle Alonzo. Uncle, is that a middle name or a first name? It's kind of like a first name, you could say. Okay, Mr. Uncle Alonzo. Why do they call you that? Objection! He's talking about personal stuff. He might even next. What is he gonna ask about next? Personal appearance? I was gonna say sustained, but I think it's a little overruled. Why? Because he could be using a fake name for the FBI. He can release it in this court. Oh, so it's not that. If you have, it could be a cover. Uncle Alonzo could be, just a name. A name? Well, what do you mean a name? On spy movies, sometimes a spy might use the name and change it to something else. Maybe we should put a lie detector on you. Maybe we should put a lie detector on you, so... Mr. Alonzo, are you using that name, Uncle Alonzo, as a cover? Well, my real name's actually Uncle. Now we... They can't talk, that is, or do sign language. Okay. And it did a lot of damage, and you're gonna have to pay for it for the rest of your life.
He's saying a lot, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I
Playing that at normal speed. Like, seriously, you're going a little bit too fast. Well, you're a Brick Riviera, and I am a Volkswagen Custom. You should be able to catch up to me, even though I'm 53 years old. Order in the court.
Hammer pounding sound effect. And now he's whistling. Can you believe it?
Well, you'll know my yelling whistle. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Is that something new? It kind of is. Well, just remind me never to see you yelling around the bush. Is that an expression? Anyway, get back to the task. Oh. So, okay, can you tell me in your own words why you were running out? Simple. Probably just 2 or 3, or maybe even in less than 17 words. You? Thingos. You swing him around, blow up the entire store, multiple damage. There, I'm done. Can I come off the witness stand now? Oh, okay. A Model T? Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing? Yeah, I know. Wow. That's kind of harsh. I think you hurt his feelings. Look, I'm sorry, youngster. Youngster? I'm not that young. Well, you are. At least you're not as old as me. I'm a Model T with a roof. Ouch. I'm smaller than you in scale, but still. So, you can handle this, Grandpa. Hey, I thought you were the grandpa. What do you guys Well, you're older than us Volkswagen Beetles. No, anyway. I'm just stay right there. For now. Oh, yes. So... Will you shut up? Man in iron. These men in iron. Plot these.
As you see, crime and punishment.
Plot these men in
A little bit of
Yes, some of us will wait. You will spend quite a while in the place, Mr. Dingus, or argument, or fight, or whatever you want to call it. No, Batman. Let's go. Come on, move it. Time for the big house. Taking tracks to great destination. Ugh.
I don't know where it is.
What did I miss? You guys really need a lot of help.